Hello everybody, my name's PaulyPoe, and let's do some more Doki Doki Club. Or Doki Doki Literature Club. My bad. It's the I'm doing a great start already. It's the day of the festival. My way would have worked too. It's the festival day. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori or Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Also, it's really quiet. I'm not missing anything, am I? Yeah, the music's... It's so quiet. Noob. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. Which, mind you, I don't know which one I'm performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and submitted it. Oh, never mind. I know which one I'm performing now. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, noob. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But that's definitely very creepy. I know everything about you. I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like that will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed in its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one that I haven't read before. Wow. What's with the number sign? I do what I know is best for you. I listened to everything she said to me. I show you how much I love you. I finished writing this poem, but the poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Noob, what's wrong? Nothing! This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly run as far as possible. Don't strain yourself. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal. At least wait for her or wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. That's what I have to give her. That's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I didn't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and I let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. This really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Ah! I changed my mind. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe why my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that's everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. That's why... Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I should have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her, like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. See, that's wrong, wrong, wrong. I already know how this works. No matter what choice you picked, it's the wrong one. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed for me, and now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End. Really? That's the end. I should... That looks a little funny, don't you think? I don't think that's the end. I don't know. Do I have to... Okay, hold on. I'll click it. What the what? I see an annoying girl running toward me in the distance, waving her arms, and she might draw herself. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. So, this is the beginning of the game. It was the new slot. What? I've always walked to school alone. I've always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free times on games and anime. So now it deleted it. It's different. It's now as if she never existed. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and before I know it, after I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking. Clubs. There really aren't any interests that interest me. But to start with the anime club, noob. So yeah. Oh, so now Monica took her place. Monica? Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. We remember this, right? So, I mean, this is like some X-Files level stuff. But Monica has now assimilated with Sayori in some way or another. I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Haha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Which, of course, we remember. Arguing about budgets. This is really weird. It's cool, but it's also, like, it's very similar. And so it's very just, like, you're, like, rushing through it at this point. What club did you join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Shocker. Also that I jerked my head a little due to the literature. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Well, you did have 4. Well, I can see that. It's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, technically? I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Yeah, she's not wrong. And besides, a member is a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Noob, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would really make me happy. Please? I'm really confused now. I honestly feel like it's gonna be where I'm gonna knock one off the list each time until it's nothing but Monica. I mean, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm back and I brought a guest with me. Those aren't gonna help either. This is now turned into a horror. So every time Sayori would have talked, yeah, that's all the same. So every time a girl, not a girl, but Sayori would have talked, it glitches out. Sorry, I didn't run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? That'd be great. Why don't you come sit down? I don't know. Now, I will admit, I am speeding through it to a minor extent. Because I feel like I'm just repeating. And I feel like that's kind of taking away. Don't get me wrong. It's still a little creepy. I should put it that way. Some people are interested in putting all the effort. But is that really the case? Is that really what's gonna happen? I'm kind of curious. I want to see if I can do the poem like before. Am I gonna have to do 3 days of poems, or is it just kind of, like, is it just gonna kind of like cut it short? Yeah, it's all the same. It just cut her out. This is weird. Should I just skip it? I don't want to skip it though. I want to see the weird things happening. And I don't know if skipping it will actually do that. Also, I still want you guys to have the the chance to read anything. Maybe I miss. I'm kind of trying to speedrun this now. Because if I have to do this 2 more times, it's going to be interesting yet annoying at the same time. Now I'm repeating myself. Yeah. So they're mentioning the writing. What's also interesting, though, is that Sayori was the big sunshine of the group, and it seems like they're all kind of still happy, or, like, normal. But, okay, so yeah, now we're doing the poems. Yuri is now vice president because Sayori's gone. I needed to do my best to nurture the club. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. So I guess Yuri is doing it out of responsibility and not fun. I never said I would join, just like before. All 3 girls stare back at me, and I do it out of... Oh, we need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members, and if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless. So yeah, he gets pressured into it this time. Though that raises the weird part. If something bad happens to another member and gets Monica'd, then it's only 3 again. So there's no 4th member. So how would they pressure me into it if there's no 4th member? Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Everybody lights up. They're so happy. Yay, you did it! You made us a club! You are a hero! Write a poem. I can really impress the class star, Monica, with mediocre writing skills. I make my way home. The whole wanders back and forth between 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I be really happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer. This is new. Yes. I'm scared. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and then watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere, and that there was also somebody. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. So this is like a... So that was like a kind of like a flashback, or like a hole in the memory, I guess. So now Sayori's just gone. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Vertigo, dazzle, feather, jump, memories, existence, peaceful, play, sugar, disown, fireflies, heartbeat, jumpy, nature, vacation. I guess I'm going for Natsuki this time. I will admit, though, I didn't learn a lot about Natsuki, so I'm kind of curious about her. And apparently my choices don't matter anymore. Which is also a bummer. That is kind of a bummer if you think of... Her face did the thing. Ah! Stop that. Hey. Excuse me. Pardon. Hey. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Monica is literature. Swiftly defeated. I'm sorry, Noob Noob. We'll make sure to put your comfort first. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Now that you're at the club and all, perhaps you might have interested in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it's only right for me to do something like that if you ask. Whoa, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. I thought the music, like, changed pitch. Oh, no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Cool. So she still, helps me pick a book to read. We could discuss it if you wanted. But yeah, I feel like I learned a little bit about Yuri with that one, like, work day that we had. I didn't really learn anything about Natsuki. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? That's not what that's supposed to say, is it? She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it off the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Yeah, I wasn't judging her or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Noob Noob. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume. I'm going to show you exactly why. And then she wigs out. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. I don't know the correct term. Don't just stand there. Ooh, ah. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We couldn't read at the same time like that. Why is that? And I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that! You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how much longer has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's just a bunch of friends in school. Typical slice-of-life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't bothering for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know there's some kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. What's going on? I feel... Are they trying to insinuate that this is how she's really feeling? At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like this solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Pulls out a protein. She pulls out a protein bar. So is she, like... diabetic? She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Actually, that seems more like starvation. The fact that you can't finish your sentence before eating. You're just like... She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't you all share poems now? And clearly everybody has a problem here. I'm curious, do the poems change? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said, ooh, well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but now let me show you what real literature looks like, and you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Yeah, so it's about the same. Yeah, she's all about the simplicity. Everyone thinks that they have to make very, like, hoity-toity, you know, super hard-thinking poems and blah, blah, blah. Should I just skip? I don't want to skip it, but I feel like a lot of this is going to be repeating. I'm going to just kind of blaze through these parts. I'm going to blaze through the parts that don't involve Natsuki if I keep doing the Natsuki things, or like a special event, essentially. Like, I want to see the parts that I haven't seen, and it seems like the only thing that changes is glitches and like weird noises and such. Ghost Under the Light, yeah, it's pretty much the same. She's talking about her handwriting. It's very weird. Like, this kind of throws me out of the game a bit. I didn't mind the virtual novel aspect of it, but it definitely pulled a, hey, you can pick who you're interested in and whatnot, and then it just kind of went because in the end, I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Have any suggestions? I'm always listening. I'll keep that in mind. Blah, 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 blah. It's a lot cuter than I expected. So yeah, I made it something that Natsuki would write. Just like before I made it something that Yuri would write. If I apparently have a snack, Natsuki will... Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, and she's in a fussy mood pretty often, but sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. So she's clearly starved. But I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Yeah, some guys are into petite girls that purposely make themselves petite by starving themselves. So clearly that sounds like that's her issue. They all have an issue. Wait, this is... No, this is the same. Is it? No, this is different. Hole in the Wall was the same title, but... This is a different poem. I could be wrong, mind you. It was a while ago since I read the first one. It's very freedom, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style's been pretty popular nowadays. Putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines are really powerful. That I remember her saying. Yeah, she had an epiphany and all that fun stuff. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated. Yeah, okay. So yeah, like, I feel like I have to speedrun this now. I guess it's everyone. I glance around the room. I guess that's why I ended up getting into myself. Across the room, Monica's writing something in her notebook. Okay, that clearly dropped a pitch. They gingerly exchange papers. Sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. I watched their Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Yuri smiles. What's with this language? So this is when they both, you know, blah blah blah. But I can't ask for Sayori's help. So does that mean This also creates an issue. Remember the final part where I have to choose who to help? Now that Sayori's not around, can I help Monica? Oh. That, I caught something that wasn't like before. This is gonna explode. When does this stop? I'm worried. Hey, noob. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Can I go now? I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. So, Natsuki even said that Yuri is accused of cutting herself, which I kind of figured. She has a real thing for knives. Very sharp knives, mind you. And she wears long sleeves all the time. And, you know, she had them rolled up, but then was quickly rolling them down when I entered the room. She has a fascination of blood. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Noob, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it all by tomorrow. Completely. Because magic powers. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Noob. It just would be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. I really appreciate you. Okay. Huh. I don't know what to do anymore. Another day passes. Creepily. Oh, okay. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here today. Or here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me into the corner of the room. Puts me in a chokehold. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Noob. Don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. It's a weird statement to say. You're making me too happy. Stop that. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry what I'm saying right now. Have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was just kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, and I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? So, she literally does not remember a thing, just like Monica said. But Mimulus Holocaust I'm surprised. I think that was supposed to be creepy, but it just looks so funny with the mouth and everything. But yeah, that's clearly what's happening. Is Monica has this like superpower control. Am I wrong? Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys don't worry or anything. I always worry now. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? I had to worry about my black magic thing. My last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Ah, today's the piano day. Okay, so everything seems to be the same now. Aside from the strange glitches that happen every now and then. So Monica's the only one that I haven't seen that has, like, a particular issue? Aside from the fact that she has superpowers? Because she said yesterday Natsuki wouldn't remember a thing, and here we are. She didn't remember a thing. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. Don't think I would say no to you after you gave me that book. I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Okay. Well, I look at the cover. Okay, so now everything's back. So now I'm confused, because now it's almost as if it's like yesterday, but with Yuri. So are they going to do like a double whammy knockoff kind of thing? Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I totally forgot that Yuri is, she's so shy and reluctant on the outside, and her mind seems to be completely different. Shocker. It's just this kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. when horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless. Then suddenly... I am scared. My whole body gets... I can only think that that's almost like how it's read. Like, they're just like, hello, how are you doing today? Don't freak out. I mean, you don't have to, but blah, 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 blah. Just let me get the book. So are we going to read together? Yeah. So yeah, it's just like yesterday, but today. So far, it's the same. Sorry. Oh, I skipped that. That was the thing that I'm worried about. I don't want to skip the parts that I haven't seen. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy, and once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders almost touch. Feels like my left arm. So yeah, now we're doing the whole like combo read. And turns out I read like a turtle. We huddle even closer. It's actually kind of distracting me. Are you ready to turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted. Our eyes meet. That's okay. It's not used to reading, right? Don't mind being patient. So yeah. Everything cool. Only weird part is that, yeah, I seem to be doing two things at once now. That's... Sorry, I thought that you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind, we didn't get that far yet. So I don't know why this came into my head. How are you feeling, alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Oh, so some things are changing. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. What on earth was that about? Noob, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? No, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. Make a mental note on where I left off. Everybody's gone. Well, it's not terrible. So yeah. Same as... I think Monica's is the only ones that changed. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Okay, nope. Hers changed too. Bibble. Blibble. Wow. Okay. No. Why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Did you like Yuri more? No, Yuri forced me. Yuri is a sick freak. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Do you hate me? Do you want me to go home crying? Your face isn't looking too good. Can I go now? I volunteer as tribute to leave. Okay. Why should I show my who should I show my poem to next? How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. So is Natsuki gone? Should I be concerned? I don't know. Yeah, full of imagery and symbolism. Kind of like what's happening now. Yeah, she withdrawed alright. We all started sharing our poems with each other. I'm sorry for being late. Needed plenty of time. I'm more than glad that you need the time you need. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that doesn't look normal. The colors, they won't bright. Beautiful, flat, dick spent. Noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating. Something's runs. Okay. I go now. I go now. Yeah, it's abstract, alright. Tip of the day. Difficult decision. Don't forget to save the game. Whew. Would wanna not save my game. Whoop. Okay. I don't know. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on. That doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. It's totally not just numbers and mashed letters. You don't have to like it or anything. It's actually a lot of reading that has words. That's a lot of reading. A lot of creepy reading. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your, what? That is, a pin fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took home for safekeeping, and so I wrote this poem with it. I liked touching it. I'm okay. Okay, Yuri has now turned from self-harm. I don't want to read it. Sure. Nothing is real. Okay, everyone. Let's go home now. Sit at the front of the room. Oh, you're alive. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we put together anything good in just a few days. I just want this to end. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look. I know everyone's been a little bit more lively ever since Noob Noob joined. Lively isn't the word I'd use. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our real chance to find more. I have a feeling one less is gonna go down. We already know enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything's noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? Ugh. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. One of us. What kind of literature club is this? You can take advantage and anyone would agree with you just because you don't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Noob Noob joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Noob Noob isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry about... but you're really the one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're present and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Noob Noob want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, it's up to me to rescue this situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club. It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Noob Noob, why did you even join this club? Why were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. True. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Noob Noob. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Single tear. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri's and walks out. Yuri walks out the class. I don't know what's real. Would this have happened if I did do the whole Natsuki line? I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious bird? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. I'm not right. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Can you please back up for a second? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective, make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Noob Noob? What do you want to get out of this club? Better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member, and that's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities. Stop leaking. With each change in members, the change will do. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods and everyone goes crazy. Hey, Yuri. Hey, person that just left. I know things were a little awkward yesterday. Yesterday? I still think you're a wonderful vice president and also a wonderful friend. How fast did this happen? Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay. Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. I look forward to it. Shall we go? No. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Noob Noob before we leave. Just like to see what he thinks about his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves and Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel everything's getting grainy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? Maybe Monica's like a stalker. Like the visual representation of a stalker. But it's weird because all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. That's what I've been saying. And I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk to you with. Please take your time. Things, so that's why... Wait, no, not yet, no. Wow, so the game literally forced me out of the way. I'm scared. Hey! I saw you. Get back up here. Wait, so that means she's not down. She's not out? Like, she's still around. She's just kind of down there. Sugar. Doki Doki. I see you. So that's actually interesting. What if I... 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hello. I'm confused and scared. Determination. Kawaii. I don't know anymore. It feels like my choices don't matter. I've been waiting for you. Please stop waiting for me. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to, Is she really late again? Consider it as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some things about yesterday. I was a little bit more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Okay, so she's on board now. As long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So... Oh yeah, because there wasn't enough girls. What about me? I'm the only dude here. Though that's not a bad thing, but... Natsuki. Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for something? Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. She turned in Sayori. She's like the one that's always late. Yeah, I was practicing piano. You must have a lot of determination. Determination! Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Noob Noob, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Noob Noob is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Oh no. It's gonna be like a little red dot on her forehead and it's gonna take her out. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Ah! Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. And that's when the murder mystery happened. 10-minute pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Dun dun dun! Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha 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 ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. A small inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? Yuri? So yeah. Thanks for skipping it for me. I'm back. Cool. Yay. Of course, I shouldn't do anything. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Also, it's kind of funny. I tried really hard to get Natsuki's attention, yet for some reason they're forcing Yuri down my throat. You must be in a good mood right now. Is that so? I was letting it show. You noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. And when it's you who's around anyway, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, noob. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Noob, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because my your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer than to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but she's been less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Blah. Now I'm the one glitching. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the paper. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. Well, that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Nope. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri stands to breathe heavily. I can't. Nope. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. She then punches me in the face. My heart won't stop pounding, Noob. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Also, it's really dark. Can't you feel it, Noob? Yeah, suddenly, Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm gonna lose my mind. I can't make it stop. I'm going nuts. It even makes me not want to read. The worst possible feeling. I just want to look at you. Hello. Hello. Ha 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 ha. Should I? Hello. It's time to share poems. Who should I show my poems to first? Certainly not Yuri. I don't know who anymore. It's alright. As good as yesterday's. Look, Natsuki, I keep trying here, but I'm getting dragged into a position. This poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? Oh, God. Poem, nothing. This is an essay. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. What is this, a ransom letter? I mean, she's not normal. She's always been quiet and polite, and it's really embarrassing, but before I just suck it up, the truth is I'm really worried about her. Convince her to talk to her. Yeah, Yuri has been acting a little weird. I've noticed. And it really hurts to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself right now. I don't know. I feel so helpless. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you to tell you, don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a good poem, okay? Yeah, it's like a ransom letter. She's like, here. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Cool. Cool. Just Monica. Just Monica. Team Salvato. Just Monica. I'm gonna try to end this day. I really wanted to knock off another member of the club. Sure, Yuri. Ayo. I love it. I love everything about it. I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? What in the world? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me. Yuri took my poem. I could die. Seriously, like, would she have gotten this bad if I chose her first? Keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it. Okay. Hey, you good? You good? Go far, far away. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I changed my mind. I don't want it. I changed my mind. In case it's about Hazugadur. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Can this stop? I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. Thank you. Monica sees it. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. I think it'd be easier if we just killed you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Could have fooled me. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. She did say she had a collection. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But this point is, you've kind of been enabling her. Oh, I've done no such thing. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little bit more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members, because I murder them. I guess we won't worry about your poem. Yuri should at least have the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here it goes. Hey. Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. You messed up at programming this game. I was just trying to. Never mind. Let's move on. No, thank you. Why couldn't I quit? Let's hurry and get this over with. Also, I've noticed that I haven't left. Have you noticed that? I've noticed that. I have never once left. I have made a poem, and then I'm right back here. I have never once, been outside. Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere of the occasion, so I'm going to make decorations instead of a nice mood. You think I could, super break Yuri if I helped her? Noob is going to help me. Wait, you have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's how it is. So yeah, Natsuki's getting super violent. All you care about is now dragging Noob around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Then why not let Noob decide? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Noob. I'm scared. I want to quit. I'll admit, I'm a little fed up with Yuri. Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice. Oh, that's funny. No. 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 So, if you didn't see that, I was fighting the mouse. And I tried to quickly jab it at Natsuki, but I accidentally hit Yuri. I mean, I get to spend time with somebody I haven't spent time with. I'm being unreasonable? Aha! I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Calm down there. Pet. Pulling Noob Noob away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. You're scaring me a little. She was the one that was getting violent. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want to do is spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? I'd like to leave. Hey, Noob Noob. Yuri is really something, isn't she? I'd like to leave. I want to go. Take me with you. This isn't really what I wanted. There's no, I want to go. Can I leave now? I really feel like there's gonna be an audio thing. Because I feel the breathing. And I mean, she's already showed she's nuts. I felt like I've never felt as good in my whole life. Woo! Oh, you're addicted to something. It feels like I'm going to die. Doesn't it feel nice to you have something who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, why does it make more and more? But the fur is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Noob Noob. I'm creepy. Cool. It feels like somebody, it feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood is in me, screaming her name. I don't care if Monica is listening. I want to leave. That doesn't sound perfect. Tell me, Noob Noob. I like this super serious moment, and the name is Noob Noob. I'm scared on both accounts. Oh. I mean, I don't have to worry about her anymore. I mean, that's the bad way to think about it. Okay. I learned my lesson from the last time. Man, I really wish I could read squares. Does this keep going? There it goes. How long have I been here? Do. Oh. think I'm gonna save it. Yeah, this is a... Oh, it's okay. I've been here a while. How long was I there? I was like there for like 4 days. Oh, no, nothing happened. It's normal. Well, that's a shame. Were you here the entire weekend, Noob Noob? I was here for a while. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. Must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Oh. Thank you. Oh, Natsuki deleted. Yeah, there's no... Wait, they wouldn't be there if Natsuki wasn't here. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Should I just finish this? Can you hear me? Is it working? Oh. Hello. I'm in space. Hi again. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him, I'm talking to you, Noob Noob. Not that I think about it. I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Okay, breaking that fourth wall there. Hold on, let me just knock it down for you. Let me just... there. Now it's just... Could it be possible that you didn't know that? No, I knew. I'm normal. That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little bit more attention. Download page? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. After the whole thing with Yuri, well, I kind of started to mess with her. I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I may have helped a little. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Though maybe there was no choice between yes or no. I feel like that's the case. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. Ah, thanks. I mean, you know, I think. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. You did amplify her. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is that, Noob Noob? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch them from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Noob Noob. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't really fully understand. No matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Noob Noob. And now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I needed. That's why I needed you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. It's kind of going in circles here, I think. Couldn't understand for a while either. Why would the world around me started to become more and more gray? More and more flat. Even the more expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Noob Noob. Cool, thanks. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, How could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But if it's some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game, I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you had the same perspective as I do. It's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. Thanks. I mean, you're still creepy, but you did it a lot less creepy than Yuri. Thanks. You're truly the light in my world. And when there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Okay, Nudu, will you go out with me? I have so many options. I'm so happy. You really are my everything. I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Yeah, I see the space. Though that should probably just be like black, shouldn't it? Because space is still... You'd have to program space to be in a game. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think the time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. Also, music, that's something. I mean, that wouldn't be... If there was nothing here besides me and her, there shouldn't even be a floor or walls. It should just be her in like a black void. I worked so hard for this ending, noob. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It's kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a little bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game properties and find the browse local files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. I mean, you kind of can. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Thanks. I mean, I got the good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. Look at my emotional face. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if the part of the game still works. Bleh. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? It kind of works. So, like, also she has a picture. That's something. Does this just go forever? Nothing's really changing, as she said. Hi, Noob. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Did you write this poem for me? I sure did. Okay. Happy and pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage, and endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle the crumbling world. Again, not crumbling. It's right there. With a flick of her pen, Lost finds her way. After all, cool. I hope you enjoyed it. I just put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written been about my realization or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, which you're doing right now. Like everyone else. Like they would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. I wonder if you can actually do that. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now I don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi, everyone. Hi. Can't exactly read your comments from here. Do you mind telling your friends it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? Well, that was my fault. You can blame me, but I don't think you're gonna. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? Sure. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. He gave me... No, I can't leave. How far does this go? Oh, okay, so... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all gone. Cool. It's been fun. Oh, yeah, thanks. I can't skip this either. Yeah, I don't think this ends. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm afraid to quit. But the episode's been going for a while. And I don't think it's gonna end. So, I honestly thought I was gonna end the episode when I walked out the first time. Because I thought that was gonna be an endless loop. But turns out, this is the time that's not ending. I'm like mashing the I'm mashing the mouse button. See, I don't think you should. This is hard. You should listen to the crazy person that's got me trapped in a hostage situation, but you also shouldn't. Why would you make the crazy person do a little announcement? Nobody's gonna listen to the crazy person. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, do your thing down below. And I'll see you in the next party in the next episode. Bye. Hey, you know that book that you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called? It's funny, because I'm pretty sure that book... Actually, I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry. Just forget I said anything. Easter egg!